Want to look expensive this fall without spending a fortune on designer labels? These 8 simple fashion secrets will instantly elevate any fall wardrobe and make every outfit look more refined, more polished, and yes, more expensive. These aren't vague styling tips. These are actionable techniques that can be used today, whether shopping the closet or adding a few new pieces. Welcome to Elegance in Every Detail, where timeless elegance meets modern sophistication. Let's dive in. Fashion secret number 1. The monochrome magic rule. Fashion secret number 1 is the monochrome magic rule. Dressing in monochrome or tonal layers is the fastest way to look expensive, and here's why. When wearing one color family from head to toe, it creates an unbroken vertical line. That visual continuity elongates the silhouette, makes you look taller and slimmer, and reads as incredibly intentional and refined, which is the essence of expensive style. Plus, monochrome outfits photograph beautifully, which is perfect for fall 2025, where rich, deep tones are everywhere. Here's how to master this look. First, choose a fall-appropriate base color. Think camel, chocolate brown, deep burgundy, charcoal gray, or classic cream. Second, layer different textures in that same color family. Imagine a cashmere sweater, wool trousers, and suede boots, all in shades of camel. Third, add one subtle contrast if desired, like a cognac leather bag with a camel outfit, but keep it tonal. Let's look at concrete examples. For a budget-friendly approach, try a camel turtleneck from Uniqlo around $30, paired with camel wide leg pants from H&M for $40, and tan ankle boots. For a splurge option, consider a cashmere camel sweater from Everlane at $150, tailored camel trousers from Vince for $200, and Stuart Weitzman's suede boots around $400. Now for variations based on different body types. If you're petite, keep the monochrome look in one continuous line with no contrasting belt that breaks the silhouette. If you're curvy, choose structured fabrics in the monochrome palette so the look stays polished, not sloppy. If you have a shorter torso, high-waisted pants in the monochrome color will lengthen the lower body beautifully. Common mistakes to avoid with monochrome dressing. Don't mix too many different shades of the same color. Stick to 2 or 3 tones maximum. And avoid monochrome in overly casual fabrics like jersey cotton head to toe. At least one elevated texture is needed to keep it luxe. Notice how monochrome looks immediately feel more cohesive and expensive. That unbroken line is pure elegance. This works with any color, just stay in the same family and let texture do the talking. Fashion secret number 2, the third piece principle. Moving on to fashion secret number 2, the third piece principle. Always add a third piece. This is a game changer. Most women stop at 2 pieces, a top and bottom or a dress and shoes, but expensive style always has a third layer. Here's why this works. A third piece adds dimension, structure, and visual interest. It signals that thought went into the outfit, which is what luxury dressing is all about. Here's the simple process. Start with a base outfit. Let's say a simple black turtleneck and dark denim jeans. Then add the third piece on top. This could be a tailored blazer, a long cashmere cardigan, a structured trench coat, a leather moto jacket, or even a luxe vest. Make sure the third piece is slightly more elevated than the base. So if the base is casual, the third piece should be polished. For concrete examples, on a budget, try a black knit blazer from Target for around $40 over the basics. For a splurge option, consider a camel wool coat from Massimo Dutti for $350. Or a tailored blazer from Race for $275. Body type variations matter here too. If you have broad shoulders, choose a third piece with a softer shoulder line like an unstructured cardigan or duster. If you're apple-shaped, a longer third piece that skims past the widest point will be more flattering than a cropped jacket. If you have sloped shoulders, a structured blazer with light shoulder padding will balance the frame beautifully. What to avoid? Don't add a sloppy, oversized hoodie as the third piece. It reads casual, not expensive. Also, avoid third pieces that are too tight. They should skim the body with ease. And skip anything with visible logos or graphics. That's the opposite of quiet luxury. See how that third piece completely transforms an outfit? It adds polish and sophistication without any extra effort. This is how basics turn into a luxury look every single time. Fashion secret number 3. Tuck and define your waist. Fashion secret number 3 is all about tucking and defining the waist. This is one of the most underrated secrets for looking expensive, and here's the psychology behind it. Expensive clothing is tailored to fit the body beautifully. When defining the waist, it creates shape and proportion, which makes even off-the-rack pieces look custom-made. A boxy, undefined silhouette reads as careless, but a defined waist reads as intentional and polished. Here's how to master this technique. Do a full tuck, half tuck, or French tuck with the top, depending on the outfit. If wearing a looser top or sweater, add a slim belt at the natural waist to create definition. Make sure proportions are balanced. If wearing wide leg pants, the top should be more fitted or tucked. Real examples include a silk button-down tucked into high-waisted wool trousers. For budget options, try a Quincy silk shell for $50. For a splurge, consider an equipment silk shirt for $200. For a belt moment, try a cognac leather belt from Madewell around $40. Or a quality Italian leather belt from Massimo Dutti for $70. Body variations are important to consider. If you're petite, a full tuck with high-waisted bottoms elongates the legs. If carrying weight in the midsection, a looser top with a belt placed slightly below the natural waist can be more comfortable while still creating shape. If you're tall, longer tunic-style tops work, but still add a belt to avoid looking like drowning in fabric. Common mistakes include tucking a bulky sweater into pants, which creates bulk. Instead, layer a fitted tank underneath and tuck that, letting the sweater skim over it. And avoid tight belts that dig in. They should define, not constrict. That simple tuck or belt instantly creates a more expensive silhouette. It's all about proportion and shape. This one change can completely transform how expensive an outfit looks. Fashion secret number 4. Strategic scarf styling. Fashion secret number 4 is strategic scarf styling. Scarves are the secret weapon of expensive style, and here's why. A well-chosen scarf adds a layer of European sophistication and polish that immediately elevates any outfit. It's a timeless accessory that signals understanding of classic, refined style. And in fall 2025, silk scarves and cashmere wraps are absolutely on trend. Here's the quick method. Choose a quality scarf in silk, cashmere, or a luxe modal blend. Avoid cheap polyester that looks shiny and synthetic. Style it intentionally, draped over the shoulders under a coat, tied loosely at the neck in a French knot, or wrapped once around the neck with the ends hanging asymmetrically. Choose classic prints like paisley, equestrian motifs, or subtle geometric patterns, or go for solid rich colors like burgundy, navy, or camel. Budget-friendly example, a modal blend scarf from Uniqlo for around $20. Splurge options include a silk scarf from Quince for $50, or a vintage-style silk scarf from And Other Stories for $75. Body type tips to remember. If you have a shorter neck, keep scarf styling loose and low. Don't wrap it tight at the base of the neck. If you're petite overall, choose a medium-sized scarf rather than an oversized blanket scarf that overwhelms. If you have broad shoulders, a scarf draped down the center front creates a vertical line that's very flattering. Mistakes to avoid. Don't tie the scarf too tight or too fussy. Expensive style is effortless. And skip novelty prints with cartoon characters or loud logos. Classic patterns always look more luxe. One beautiful scarf can completely change the entire mood of an outfit. It's elegant, timeless, and effortlessly chic. Exactly what we're going for with expensive style this fall. Fashion secret number 5, the hem-to-shoe connection. Fashion secret number 5 focuses on the hem-to-shoe connection. This is all about proportion, and it's one of those details that separates expensive-looking outfits from sloppy ones. When pant hems hit at exactly the right point on shoes, it creates a seamless, elongated line that looks incredibly polished and intentional. When it's wrong, even expensive pants look cheap. Here's the rule. For ankle boots, hems should either hit right at the top of the boot shaft or have a slight break just above it. For loafers or pointed flats, hems should skim the top of the foot, showing just a sliver of ankle or the shoe's vamp. For heeled boots, hems can be slightly longer, grazing the top of the boot with no pooling fabric. Let's be specific. If wearing straight leg or wide leg trousers with ankle boots, hem them so there's about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of space between the hem and the boot shaft. This creates a clean, modern line. Budget example, hemming at a local tailor costs $10 to $20. Splurge example, having pants custom hemmed when purchasing them from a boutique is often included. Body considerations matter here. If you're petite, never let pants pool at the ankle. It shortens instantly. Get everything hemmed. If you're tall, shopping for long or tall inseams might be necessary to achieve the right proportion, especially with ankle boots. If you have thicker ankles, a slightly longer hem that skims the top of the boot is more flattering than a cropped hem that cuts off at the widest point. What to avoid? Don't let pants drag on the ground or bunch at the ankle. That's the fastest way to look frumpy. And don't wear capri-length pants with ankle boots. The proportion is awkward and dated. That perfect hem length makes all the difference. It's such a small detail, but it has a huge visual impact. When the hem and shoe connection is right, the entire outfit looks more expensive and well considered. Fashion secret number 6. Quality fabric over trendy cuts. Fashion secret number 6 is about choosing quality fabric over trendy cuts. This is the foundation of looking expensive. Here's why it matters. The human eye can immediately detect quality fabric even from a distance. Natural fibers like wool, cashmere, silk, and cotton have a richness and depth that synthetic fabrics simply cannot replicate. A simple sweater in cashmere will always look more expensive than a trendy cut in acrylic, no matter the price tag. Here's how to apply this principle. When shopping this fall, read the label first. Look for at least 70% natural fiber content. 100% is ideal. Feel the fabric. Quality wool has weight and body. Quality cotton feels substantial, not flimsy. Cashmere should be soft but not fuzzy. Invest in classic silhouettes and quality fabrics rather than trendy shapes and cheap materials. Concrete examples for fall 2025. A merino wool crewneck sweater from Everlane costs around $80 and will last years. Budget version. A wool blend sweater from Uniqlo for $45 is still better than a full synthetic option. Splurge. A pure cashmere V-neck from Nottam for $130. For trousers, look for wool blends. A 60% wool, 40% polyester blend from Banana Republic for around $110 will look far more expensive than full polyester pants, even if they have a trendy wide leg. Body and age considerations are important. As we age, skin texture changes, and quality fabrics that skim the body gently are more forgiving and flattering. Structured wools hold their shape better for all body types. If you're curvy, quality fabrics with a bit of weight will drape better than clingy synthetics. Mistakes to avoid. Don't buy trendy pieces in cheap fabric just because they're on trend right now. By next season, they'll look dated and worn. Also, avoid fabrics that pill easily like cheap acrylic. Nothing looks less expensive than a pilled sweater. The difference in quality fabric is unmistakable. Even a simple silhouette looks incredibly luxe when it's made from beautiful materials. This is where investment really shows. Fashion secret number 7. Structured shoulders and tailored fits. Fashion secret number 7 emphasizes structured shoulders and tailored fits. This is especially important for women over 40, and here's the reason. As we age, posture can change, and shoulders may slope more. Structured pieces with defined shoulders create a lifted, confident silhouette that looks powerful and polished. Tailored fits, not tight but intentionally shaped, signal that clothes fit properly, which is the hallmark of expensive style. Here's how to implement this. Look for blazers, coats, and jackets with some shoulder structure. Not 80s power shoulders, but a gentle structure that lifts and defines the shoulder line. Make sure the shoulder seam of jackets hits exactly at the natural shoulder point, not dropping down the arm, not pulling across the back. Get key pieces tailored. Even inexpensive pieces look expensive when they fit perfectly. Specific examples. A structured wool blazer from Mango costs around $130 and has beautiful shoulder definition. Budget, a knit blazer with light structure from H&M for $50. Splurge, a tailored blazer from Race or Theory for $250 to $400 with impeccable shoulder construction. Body type guidance is crucial. If you have naturally broad shoulders, choose jackets with minimal or soft shoulder padding to avoid adding bulk. If you have narrow or sloped shoulders, structured shoulders will balance proportions beautifully and make you look taller and more confident. If you're apple-shaped, a structured shoulder draws the eye up and away from the midsection. Tailoring tips. Budget $30 to $50 for basic tailoring, taking in a waist, shortening sleeves, or adjusting shoulder seams. It's transformative. Even a $20 blazer looks expensive when it fits the body perfectly. Common mistakes. Don't wear oversized, slouchy jackets everywhere. They can look sloppy, not chic. And don't ignore fit issues like gaping buttons or pulling fabric. Those instantly cheapen an outfit. See how much more confident and polished that structured shoulder looks? It lifts the entire silhouette and creates that expensive, powerful presence. Fit and structure are everything when it comes to looking luxe. Fashion secret number 8. Minimal metal accents. Fashion secret number 8, the final one, focuses on minimal metal accents. This is the secret of quiet luxury, and here's the visual rule. Expensive style uses metal in jewelry, belt buckles, and bag hardware sparingly and intentionally. Too much shiny metal, especially gold or silver mixed together, looks busy and costume-like. Minimal metal in one finish looks refined, deliberate, and absolutely luxurious. Here's the simple approach. Choose one metal tone per outfit, either gold, silver, or rose gold. Limit to 2 or 3 metal pieces maximum. For example, small gold hoop earrings, a delicate gold necklace, and a watch. That's it. Choose jewelry with clean lines. Think simple hoops, thin chains, classic studs, or a single statement ring. Budget examples: small gold hoops from Amazon Essentials for $15, a delicate gold chain from Majuri for $65. Splurge, gold huggy hoops from Majuri for $75, or a classic watch from Tissot for $300. Body and age considerations. As we mature, delicate jewelry often looks more sophisticated than chunky statement pieces. If you have a shorter neck, skip the choker and go for a longer chain that elongates. If you have larger hands, a single substantial ring looks better than multiple thin bands. What to avoid? Don't mix metals in one outfit unless being very intentional about it. Don't wear multiple statement necklaces at once. Choose one focal point, and skip anything with visible logos. Quiet luxury is about subtlety, not branding. That minimalist approach to metal is so much more elegant. It's refined, intentional, and absolutely reads as expensive. Less is truly more when it comes to jewelry and hardware. So there are the 8 simple fall fashion secrets that will make anyone look instantly more expensive this season. Let's recap the biggest game changers. Dress in monochrome to create that unbroken, elegant line. Always add a third piece for dimension and polish, and invest in quality fabrics over trendy cuts. Those 3 alone will transform an entire fall wardrobe. Which of these 8 secrets seems most useful? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Elegance in Every Detail for more practical, modern style advice. Until next time, stay stylish.